Well, there's a lawsuit in Michigan right now looking to end our state's cash bail system. So attorney Tom Sinas joining us right now with more details of what you need to know about this interesting topic. Tom.
Actually, Derek, we have two things going on as we sit here today. We have the lawsuit that you mentioned, and we also have some legislation that has been introduced in Lansing by Representative LeGrand from Grand Rapids. You know, I do personal injury work these days, but before that I was a prosecutor, so every once in a while I like to talk with you about some of these criminal law topics, especially ones that affect everyone who may end up in the criminal justice system. And bail, boy, bail is something that affects everybody. And what we're seeing around the country is what we're seeing in the state of Michigan, which is this question: is the cash bail system broken? Does it need to be eliminated? Does it need to be revised? Is it no longer fulfilling its purpose? And there are a lot of people out there who are raising that question here and around the country. So what is bail? Well, bail is not supposed to be anything to do with punishment for your crime. Right? Because bail is set in the criminal justice system before anyone is convicted.
Right, before you can go to trial.
Exactly, and you're innocent until proven guilty. So bail is not supposed to be punishment. What is it supposed to do? It's supposed to ensure that people come back to court. And that's all it's supposed to do. In the state of Michigan, people have a legal right to bail. Okay, they have a legal right to get a bail set. And the law right now basically says that bail can't be excessive. So that means that judges have a lot of discretion in imposing a monetary amount of bail that the defendant has to post before the defendant can be released. And we have in this state, as in many states, a cash bail system. Well, what does that mean? It means that there are a lot of people who get caught up in the criminal justice system who cannot get out of jail before their trial because they simply don't have enough cash for their bail. And so many people looking at this issue are saying the cash bail system is really treating parts of our society differently. Those who have the ability to pay can go home and prepare for their trial.
It's not a punishment at all, not a big deal.
That's right. But for those who can't, sit in jail, and many of them will sit in jail waiting for their trial date.
Which then you lose your job. That opens up a whole other can of worms.
That's so true. The research shows that that's more likely to happen. Also shows that people are more likely to plead guilty just to get out. And it shows that people are least likely to be prepared for their trial because, of course, it's kind of hard to prepare for your trial and meet with your lawyer when you're in jail. So we have a bill introduced in Lansing that would move us from a cash bail system to what we call a personal reconnaissance system, which is basically a promise to come back. And then, as you mentioned, we have a lawsuit that's been filed in federal court challenging the cash bail system. So I think we're going to have a lot of talks and maybe some changes about the cash bail.
Where do people track it down, Tom?
They can find us online at www.sinusdramus.com. Give us a call at 616-301-3333 or shoot us an email at info@sinusdramus.com.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Derek.